Get in there. Get your free money if you haven't yet. Hey everyone, Kevin Amolsch, Pine Financial Group, where we work together so you succeed. Hey, you found us here on Facebook, you found us here on YouTube. Please hit like, hit subscribe. We're really trying to grow an audience here so we can help more and more real estate investors make money. And I want to talk to you today about PPP, the PPP loan and the forgiveness and the Paycheck Protection Program Flexibility Act that passed last month in June. Gosh, it seems like it's been so long ago, but as this program continues to evolve, more and more and more information keeps coming out. So I want to make sure that you are up to date on it and explain some of the benefits to you as a real estate investor. And it's not too late to get this benefit, get this free money. So I thought I'd shoot another real quick video on the Paycheck Protection Program. Okay, so this Flexibility Act that passed last month and is still being implemented as of now changes a few critical things from the original PPP loan. As far as the forgiveness side of it, the forgiveness, of course, is you borrow the money, you don't ever have to pay it back. So the first thing is the original PPP loan required that you spend 75% of the loan amount directly towards payroll, okay? And then it gave you 8 weeks to spend that 75% or spend the money to qualify for the forgiveness. Well, with the Flexibility Act or the PPP Flexibility Act, they extended the time from 8 weeks to 24 weeks to spend it, but they backed off of how much of the loan you need to use towards payroll from 75% all the way down to 60%. So as long as you're using 60% of the money for payroll, you can have the entire loan amount forgiven. They extended the hiring deadline, and they were getting a lot of feedback about this because the hiring deadline was June 30th of this year, 2020, which obviously it just passed. But the problem was so many employees were not coming back to work, even though they were getting the jobs offered to them because of the $600 per week of free money the government was handing out. I've talked about it before on the channel and how I disagree with that. I think if you're incenting people to work, it would be a lot better. Obviously, other people agree with me because they were not getting people hired. So now they had to extend the deadline all the way out until December 31st of 2020. So you have all the way until that time to start hiring your staff. For the amount that's not forgivable, I guess some more clarity of the Flexibility Act is not all of it has to be forgivable. It's not all or nothing. So there's a big fear where, hey, if I can't spend all the money the way I'm supposed to in time, my loan is not going to be forgivable. I'm going to have to give all the money back. There's some clarity around that now. You could have partial forgiveness and partial that you have to repay. If you do have to repay a piece of your PPP loan, you have up to 5 years to pay it back, where it used to be 2 years. So this is a big benefit for anybody that is required to pay back some of their PPP loan money. Another big clarification in the Flexibility Act is self-employed borrowers. And that's where I'm talking to you, the real estate investors. I know a lot of people were afraid to borrow the PPP loan. In fact, I know people who received PPP money and then sent it back because they weren't sure how it was going to work with the self-employed borrower. But absolutely, if you're self-employed, your income showing up on your Schedule C or passing through on a K1 if you're in a single owner S corporation or an LLC. So it just basically, if it passes directly to you, even if you're the only owner, you definitely qualify. But here's where it gets a little bit tricky. The SBA is going to want to document that you paid yourself the salary in order for the loan to be forgiven. So I know a lot of self-employed borrowers don't have separate bank accounts for their business and their personal. That's going to make it very difficult to prove that you paid yourself with the PPP money. So the suggestion would be sure you have a separate personal account from your business account and physically move the money over to pay yourself so that you could have this loan forgiven. And we'd like free money. So that's one piece of advice. And then the other thing I wanted to point out is, PPP, I've been hearing so much about this. They have to be out of money by now. I got to tell you, they just reopened it. They just started taking applications last week. So the beginning of July 2020, they're still taking applications for the PPP loan. So get in there, get your free money if you haven't yet. The best way to get the money is to go to your local bank or whoever you bank with and ask them for the loan. Most banks, even my small little tiny bank that only has 3 branches, is supplying PPP loans. If that does not work, you can go to Kabbage.com. I'll post a link in the comments below, but Kabbage with a K is actually making these loans. They're brokering it through another bank, but they're absolutely making the PPP loans. So self-employed, no problem. Real estate investor, no problem. Don't have a bank that provides the money, no problem. We'll help you out. Check out the comments below. If you haven't yet on any of our videos, leave a comment. We'd love to interact with you. And again, hit subscribe, hit like, and if you need any money for your real estate transactions, fix and flips, fix and holds, or private money lenders, hard money lenders, check us out at pinefinancialgroup.com.